What's going on YouTube? In this video, I'm going to share with you guys two sales strategies that will help you increase your sales online like no other strategies that I know. Disclaimer, these two strategies are very, very effective. Okay, so make sure you're operating with integrity. Make sure that you're selling products and services that actually help people and change people's lives for the better. With that being said, let's get straight into the sauce. The first strategy I want to introduce you guys to is called urgency. Now, I define urgency as a time constraint that inspires swift action. A time constraint that inspires swift action. Why is that important? Most people by default are procrastinators, right? You probably know somebody who's a procrastinator. Maybe you're a procrastinator yourself, right? And we know that most people, if they're not given a reason to take action now, then they will drag their feet until the end of time. They will just wait until the absolute last minute to get anything done. That's why you see so many businesses that will do promotions that say, for a limited time only, right? Offer certain products for a limited time only, because urgency is a very, very powerful strategy to get people to take action. Now, let me ask you guys this. Who do you guys think created the concept of urgency? They are the master of urgency. They had like the #1 best case study in urgency of all time. Who do y'all think that is? Well, it's actually God. Think about it. When God created man, did he create man to live forever? No, God created man to live for a limited time only. Now, there are a lot of debates about whether or not God created us originally to live forever as immortals, and then over time, limited our lifespan, right? But I'm not here to debate that. At the end of the day, at the life that we live in right now in modern society, the fact is that we are only here on earth physically for a limited time only. Now, is that because God doesn't have the ability to make us live forever? Of course not. Like, God created the universe and everything inside of it. Like, if he wanted us to live forever, then he would have made us live forever, but he didn't. Why? I believe that God created us to live for a limited time only because he wanted to inspire us to take action and to live our life to the fullest. Urgency is a very, very powerful strategy that, when used correctly, can get people to take action like none other, right? Now, urgency itself is neither good nor evil. It's the intention behind the urgency that makes it good or evil. Now, if you're using urgency to get people to take harmful action, then that's wrong. But if you're using urgency to get people to take helpful action, then that's good. But it's all depending on how you use it. That's strategy #1. The second sales strategy that I want to share with you guys is something called scarcity. I define scarcity as a supply constraint that creates an increase in demand. We all know, us as human beings, we tend to like things that we can't have. We tend to want things that we can't have. That's why we hear all these sayings like the grass is always greener on the other side, right? We love exclusivity. We love things that are rare, all that type of stuff, right? And that's also a key principle in economics, supply and demand. And supply and demand governs pretty much all of our society. This comes from the concept of scarcity. If there's too much of something available, people will naturally value it less. But if there's less of something available, people will naturally value it more. Now, do you know who actually created the concept of scarcity and the concept of limited supply? Want to guess? It's actually God. Think about it. When God created Adam and Eve, he also created the Garden of Eden where they lived, right? And in the Garden of Eden, they had all these different fruits and different things that they could eat from freely as much as they want to, except for one tree. And this one tree was called the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And as we all know, eventually Adam and Eve ate from that tree, at which point they had sinned and they were now doomed to death. This was the first time that the concept of scarcity had ever been introduced to the world. Now, some people might come to the conclusion that scarcity as a tactic or a strategy is evil, because in this case, eating the forbidden fruit caused Adam and Eve to die. That would be the case if that particular thing was the end of the story, but it's not the end of the story. It's actually just the beginning of the story. And if you want to understand God's plan, you have to look at the whole entire story, not just a part of it. But the fact of the matter is, scarcity as a strategy is neither good nor evil. The intentions behind the scarcity makes it good or evil. If you're going to use scarcity as a tactic to get people to take harmful action, then that's evil. But if you're going to use scarcity as a tactic to get people to take helpful action, then that's good. Now, these two strategies that I just shared with you have not only been used by myself for years and years and years, but they've been used by hundreds of thousands of other salesmen and business people all across the world. But not only that, they've also been used by God to execute his plan. These strategies are very, very effective when used correctly. But remember, like I said in the beginning of this video, make sure that you're operating your business with integrity and you're actually selling good products and services to people that are actually going to help them and change their lives for the better. If you got some value from this video, hit the like button and comment below. What do you think about these strategies and everything that I've said in this video? I really want to hear y'all's opinions and thoughts on this. And share this video with somebody who might find it helpful as well.